Hello guys, I'm Rajiv and welcome back to my channel RajivCodeLab. So guys, in today's lab we are going to control the LED using HiveMQ MQTT client, and this is the second part of the HiveMQ video guys. So if you have not watched the previous video, then please do and watch. So the first step guys we are going to do is like we first write the code to connecting the Raspberry Pi Pico W with HiveMQ cloud, and then we are going to do the setup for the Node-RED where we create the flow, and by creating the flow we are going to control the LED. And in the next step we are going to also have a Node-RED dashboard, so like we will have a proper button to controlling the LED. So for this project guys you need some component. So the first thing is like Raspberry Pi Pico W, then we need a breadboard, we need a two 220 ohm resistors and 3 male to male jumper cable and 2 LED. You can just refer this prototype. Okay, so I'm using GPIO 0 and 1, and that's going through the 220 ohm resistors, and the ground I have both connected, so you can see easily here and you can refer. So let's get started guys. So guys, the first step is to download the library manage package, and here we need to write umqtt.simple, and you can see this. So click on this and let it download. Okay, we are good. We can see here it's downloaded and installed in our Raspberry Pi Pico W. Now let's start writing the code. So first I need to import the network to connect the Wi-Fi. So let me just write, and then I need to write this. So you can see guys, we are using MQTT clients. For that we have just added that library, and then time that would be required. Okay, for the every 1 second we are going to check the messages, new message has been come or not. And the next one is like machine, so that we can control the LED. Okay, to access the GPIO pin basically we are using machine, and SSL basically this is also for connecting. So now let's move for the other code part. So let me just define all the variable here. So guys, these are the variables which would be needed to connect with the HiveMQ MQTT client. So let's come to the portal and just try to log in. So guys, if you have not watched my previous video, please do watch, because that is a prerequisite and kind of that would be going to help you to set up this part, because already we have set up this username and password. Okay, so like since we have, so we are not going to do that again. We are going to just take one by one and we are going to set up. Okay, so let me just copy the URL first, and this is the broker URL. Okay, this you can set as a 0. Okay, and the client ID is, that is also not mandatory. I mean, you can just give anything like Pico or something you can give. Okay, and the user ID is required. So guys, we have set up already RajivCodeLab. Password also we have set up, so that is Rajiv at, and then 1 2 3. Okay, so I mean let me just walk through once. So basically once you go to the access management, okay, so here you can create your username and password. So if you can see, like here I have already created, okay, in the previous video. So yeah, we are good. So now let's write the further code. So let's define the LED green, and for the green let's machine dot pin dot, and we are connecting to 0, so I'm writing here 0, and this would be like machine dot pin dot out. I think you already know, so this is fine. I'm just copying this the same. This one connected to pin 1 as per the diagram. So basically guys, now we need to define the topic. Okay, so let's write the same. So since it's just like this client is subscribing, so I'm just writing as a sub, and let me just copy this so that it will save the time. Red and green. This topic can be anything guys, so it's up to you, like whatever you want you can give. Okay, we're good now. Now let's write the code for connecting to the Wi-Fi. And active true. So here you need to provide your username password of Wi-Fi. So for me it's like so here we in every like 1 second of interval it will try to connect, and once it's connected, let's print here connected to Wi-Fi. Let me just save this file till here and see if everything goes well. I mean it's connected to Wi-Fi or not. So I'm just saving this file as main.y, okay, so that it will be running on startup. Okay, so that's fine. Now let me run, and yeah, all good. Before connecting, we need to write the code for context and SSL dot. So TLS client, we are connecting with the TLS, that's why we need to define here. And also we need to just make the certificate to none. Okay, SSL dot cert none. Okay, all good. So now let's try to connect with the HiveMQ MQTT client and see whether all good or not. So let's write MQTT client equals, and here you can see guys it's just assigning all the variables with the appropriate parameters like client ID, server, user, password, and at the end the SSL. So it's pretty much well understood guys. Okay, so now we are good for connecting. So now let's try to connect MQTT client dot connect, and let's print connected to MQTT client. Okay, perfect. Now let's save and try to see. Connected to Wi-Fi, and yeah, great. So we are connected to MQTT client. Now let's write the next part, which is for callback, like which is for basically receiving the messages. Okay, and then we are going to control. Okay, so let's print. So guys, if you can see, this is the just a function, okay, where we need to define the topic and message like we are receiving. Okay, so for which topic what message we have received, and at the end basically we need to just decode that because of some extra string. Okay, so that we need to do, and again here I am printing whatever message and topic we have received. So we are good so far. So now let's set this MQTT client. Okay, so let me just take this function above. Okay, and before connecting even here, so that it would be easy understood, and here let's attach this to the MQTT client. Okay, so MQTT client dot set callback, and here the callback. Okay, perfect. Now guys, we have already defined our topic here. Okay, so now it's time to subscribe and see what messages we are getting. Okay, we need to write MQTT client dot subscribe, and for the both topic we are subscribing, so LED intelligence is not coming. Let's try sub. Okay, it's a start from sub, that's why. So fine, and we'll do for the other also, because unless we subscribe you will not be able to get the messages. Okay, green LED. Okay, now let's write try block basically guys, so that will not be in a trouble. So while true dot check message, and then time dot sleep for 1 second. Okay, so basically guys, in every 1 second it's going to check the new messages. Okay, and it will once we receive the message, then it will call this method as a callback, and we get the basically the topic and message. Okay, so yeah, it's good. MQTT client dot disconnect. It's good practice guys. Okay, so now we are good. Okay, let me just try to run if it is okay, perfect. So we are good here guys, but this code is not going to control the LED. I have not written because I wanted to just go along with you, like what message we are getting and then how we need to control, like okay, so that's why I'm not writing the code for controlling. Okay, so first let's set up the Node-RED and trigger the messages, basically publish the messages from Node-RED to HiveMQ, and then let's receive the messages on the Raspberry Pi Pico W. So after the setup, basically we are going to control the LED guys. Okay, so let's set up the Node-RED. So for the Node-RED guys, it's a very simple step, but there is a prerequisite guys, like you need to first have Node.js installed on your machine. Okay, because it's like called Node-RED and it's work on top of the Node.js. So for me, I have already installed Node version. Let me see. I have already installed like Node version 20, so you can also install by going just Node.js Rajiv, and you can simply download from here as for your operating system. Okay, so let's come to the Node-RED installation part. Okay, so for the Node-RED, it's also very simple guys. I'm just, yeah, like you can see it's built on Node.js, so that's why you needed a Node.js installed on your machine. Run locally. Okay, so let's come here and we are going to run locally. Okay, and in case of us, like it's a Windows, so I'm just coming here, and here also like it's saying like which version of Node you need to have at least. So it's saying like minimum 18.15 should be required. Okay, but that's minimum, so we have like a 20, so it's good. So now let me just copy this, and I need to run the CMD in administrator mode. Okay, now I'm just installing this. Okay, we have already installed. Now we just need to do Node-RED here, then it would be started, and you can see it's running on this port. Okay, so let's copy this and just paste here. I think I'm forgetting the password, so Node-RED 4. Okay, let me save this. So okay, not right now. Okay, so what we are going to do guys, let's add to injector here. Okay, let me just add only one and then I will copy. Okay, so this is an injector, and this is going to basically, I mean, using this, like once we click on this, then it will trigger that MQTT. So then let's add here publisher. Okay, so because we have to publish from here. Okay, I mean, if you understand, like our Raspberry Pi Pico W is subscriber. Okay, that's going to receive the message, and here from the Node-RED we are going to publish, so that's why we need to take this publisher here. Then let's connect this. Okay, let's give a name here, LED on. Okay, done. And here if you double click here, then you need to set up the MQTT broker. Okay, so click on the plus icon, then write here the name of the server. So I'm just writing HiveMQ server, and here we need to provide the address. Okay, so let's come here and copy this address. Okay, and paste here. And guys, here port needs to be 8883. Okay, so let's make as a 8883. Okay, and because we are going to use TLS, like we here also, like we have added TLS, right? So yeah, that's why. And here also you need to add a TLS configuration. Okay, and here basically you don't need to do anything to connect. Okay, just you need to add. Okay, and then we need to provide a username and password. So let's come to the Thorny and copy, because so that will not miss. Okay, username and password. Okay, okay, so all good. Yep. Client ID, like we can leave as a blank, that's not required, so we are good. Message is fine. Topic, yeah, that's good. Let's add this server. Now here guys, for the publishing this, we need to define the topic. Okay, so like we have already set up this server. Now let's write the topic. So it's LED red right here, and QoS level, let's make it as 0, and here let's make name as a red LED. Okay, so that we'll know this is for the red. Okay, let's make it done. And guys, here basically what we are going to send in the payload. Okay, so that's important. So like we are going to send just value. In case of turning on, we are sending 1. Okay, so let's make it as a number and 1. This is not required, so let's remove this. Okay, so let's check this first. Okay, oh nice, you can see it's connected. Okay, so once we click on this trigger, then you will see now we are going to receive the message here. Okay, so let me just minimize this and trigger this. So successfully injected, LED on, and here we have not received. Why? So let me just remove this guys, something may be wrong here. So stamp, and here let's give a name as LED on. I did this mistake guys, so here I need to pass the value actually in the payload, not in the topic. So that's the mistake. Let me just connect here, and let me deploy. Okay, now let me trigger. Successfully deployed, that's fine. And yeah, here we received, right? So now everything is fine, so we are good now. Let me trigger once again. Yeah, we are receiving the message like 1 and topic. Okay, so now let me just quickly copy this for the off. Okay, so let me just try Control-C, Control-V, and here let me just double click and make it as off. And here I'm the payload, I'm sending 0. Now let me just connect. Okay, let me just make it as nice. Okay, so okay, so for the red LED we are good. Okay, now let me just copy entirely for the green. Okay, and we'll change this value to the green. So LED red, LED green, and here also like red LED, green LED. Okay, and these are fine. Yeah, these are fine. Okay, because the value would be the same only, like payload in case of on we are going to send 1, in case of off we are going to send 0. So all good. Yeah, all are connected. So yeah, let me just try to trigger from the LED green off. Okay, so yeah, it's coming 0 and topic LED green. Okay, now guys, we are going to write the actual code for controlling the LED. Let's come here, and we are reading this inside this callback, so definitely we need to write our logic for the callback. Okay. Okay, so I have not written at that time because I wanted to tell you like how the value we are receiving, okay, what is the topic name, and then how we can write the short code for controlling the LED. Okay, so let's write here. So if subtopic, so if subscribe topic equals what, this, right? If this match means whatever value we are receiving and this the value topic if matching, then we need to do for the red LED. Okay, so now we are going to do LED red. Let me just copy that quickly, dot value, and here we need to typecast, and here subscribe message. So like the value, whatever message value is coming, like 0 or 1. Okay, so if it will come as a 0, then it will turn off. It will come, if it comes as 1, then it will be turned on. Okay, so we are good in this case. And next condition is if again subscribe topic equals to, now I think you are good, right? So here green. Okay, then again let me just copy and write here LED green dot value, and whatever the message it's coming. Okay, so let me, okay, it's running, so let me just stop and Control S. Perfect. Let me start, and let me just turn on my camera to the board so that you can see. So let's come here, and I'm going to trigger LED red on. So I have triggered, and you can see the instant. Okay, now I'm going to turn on green LED. Okay, so I need to just trigger here. Yeah, perfect. Now let me just turn off. Yep, now let me just turn off this green LED also. Perfect. Yeah, so we are good. Okay, so guys, now we are going to set up Node-RED dashboard so that we can control with the nice user interface. Okay, so for that we need to come here and manage palette, and so this is actually I have already installed. Okay, so what you have to do is, let me just copy this one you can get easily, like if you type here Node-RED dashboard. Okay, then you can see directly, you can search here like Node-RED dashboard. Okay, then it will come automatically. So since I have already installed, so I'm not going to install again, but for you there would be option, like I have option to update, remove, disable. Okay, so for you here you will see the option for install. Okay, so now let me just double click here to create new flow. Okay, for the UI. So you need to come here, and for there would be one section for dashboard, like a lot of items is UI items are here. So let's add this button group here, and again like on click of this button we need to publish, right? So let me just copy this part itself here and paste here, and then we can connect. Okay, and you need to just double click. Okay, LED red. Okay, control LED. Then we need to just for two buttons basically we need to just click on this. Okay, and let's write for one for the on and icon. You can just add here, but let's not do for now. And let's make it as string number 1. Okay, for on. Now let me add another for off, then number, and this is 0. Okay, now we are good so far. And group, let me just add this. So let me just HiveMQ MQTT dashboard. Okay, so we are good. Now let me just show you what is happening. Then we design again, we change that. So little bit you will be aware with the dashboard part also. So what you have to do is you need to just take this, and here you need to just write dashboard. Oh, I need to deploy first. Yeah, let me reload. Now you can see, guys. Okay, so this is the level and the control LED, and we have like on off options. So this is how it works. Okay, so let's do for the other. So now let me just copy this once again, so that for the other LED, and here let's this is fine. Oh, here also we need to make the changes. Or let's better to add this from here, because again why we need to write. Okay, so this is fine. Green LED topic and all are configured. Okay, now we need to come here and LED red, LED green, and we have the same button on off 01. Okay, let me just LED green. Okay, and rest thing is fine. So I mean, a little bit customization you can do, or you can just try to learn by your own. So basically you can see here page 1 is showing, right? Page 1, here also page 1. So instead of showing the page 1, we can show like dashboard. Okay, and like we can create the theme, you can change the icon. So there is a lot of things here also, like we can make it as a dashboard. Okay, update, and this is fine. LED green, fine. Let me deploy, close. Yeah, so okay, here I have not renamed, so let me just try to rename this as LED red. Okay, so let me just reload. So you can see now dashboard coming, and here also like everything is coming as we expected. Okay, so LED green and red. Now let me again turn on the camera and show you controlling from here. So I'm turning on the LED red. Yeah, you can see I'm control. Now I'm turning on LED green. Yeah, then again let me turn off. Perfect. So this is the entire part, guys. Now we can do some customization also, like if you want, like definitely you can change the color and all here. Let me know, guys, if you are interested to knowing that part. Then in the next video I will definitely bring a nice dashboard to control these things. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. Hope you like the video. I hope you like the video, guys. If you really like, consider supporting me by just buying me a coffee on my Buy Me Coffee page. And also don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. We'll meet you in the next video. Thanks for watching.